Now we've been riding with it for almost 5,000 to 6,000 kilometers, and here's my review on it. Long story short, it's so good that I got one for the Himalayan 411 as well. The first pro is that it comes with a big enough slider. When the bike falls, the slider is the first thing to come in contact with the ground after the handlebar. This creates a big enough space between the flat ground and the bike so that you can easily pull out your leg from under the bike in case the bike falls on your leg. This is one of the main reasons that we went for the aftermarket crash guard from Moto Torque. The second advantage of these sliders are that these sliders are held by bolts, and these bolts just get bent on a bigger impact and then they bend out of shape, thereby preventing the transfer of all the forces onto the crash guard and then onto the chassis. And this is very easy to fix also. And in case if the slider gets severely damaged, you'll get just the sliders to replace from Moto Torque. Now coming to the second pro of these crash guards is that the build quality of these crash guards are really good. Now coming to the cons. Now I don't consider this as a con at all, but there are people who tell that when you install a aftermarket crash guard that has 3 mounting points, it stays rigid in case of an impact. It directly transmits all the forces onto the chassis, thereby causing chassis failure, damage, breakage and all that stuff. To all those people, I humbly tell that, see, to me, this is just my opinion. To me, you can give money and replace a chassis in cases of such a big impact, but it is very difficult to replace an entirely functioning humerus or a tibia or your entire leg, especially if you develop major fractures. God forbid that happens. With that being said, I'm totally against all the cage-like crash guards that are in the market right now. They cause more harm than good. There are a lot of crash guards that look like a huge cage that cover the entire bike, which adds up to the weight and unnecessary points of impact and all that stuff. So I'm against all those cage-like crash guards. But this particular one from Moto Torque strikes a perfect balance between being too much and being a little extra than the stock to give you that little extra protection that you need, especially when you go off-road.